Yo, people, welcome to True Chelsea FC, your home of all you can digest on Chelsea Football Club. Actually, I have been speaking for the past 5 minutes. I wasn't aware that my mic has been on mute. Terrible, right? But let's get into the video, ladies and gentlemen. All right. As you can see from the headline of the title of this video, it has absolutely nothing to do with Chelsea transfer window, and it does have nothing to do with anything going on at Chelsea Football Club. However, it does spill a bit of blood or a bit of oil on Chelsea away kit. All right. And I'm not just talking of ordinary oil. I'm talking of red oil. Yeah. For those of you that know what I'm talking about, you know, right? So, I've been hearing this rumor for the past few days now. And this rumor is coming from no one other than Garry Neville. And the rumor is actually about Chelsea FC, the way we've been running in transfer window. Now, when I saw this comment, Haven't been able to look into it up until now. And when I saw the statement, I was surprised. I was surprised. However, I wasn't, I'm not too surprised because, it's coming from Garry Neville. Gentle, come on. You know what I mean? It's coming from Gary. If anything, he probably hates Chelsea because the Man United ex-player and a supporter as well. So when I saw this statement, my initial response to him is actually, you know what? Let's leave that to the end of the video. I'm going to leave my response to Gary's comment till the on till the end of this video. So what was it that he actually said? Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into it. Right. As you can see from here, ladies and gentlemen, Garry Neville said, I know that Chelsea fans are probably thinking, well, we've signed Koulibaly, Sterling, and Cucurella. They are getting players in, but it just seems a little bit pinball type. Your head is moving like, where is it going to be next? You are not quite sure. Ladies and gentlemen, listen. If any club is moving right now in the transfer market like a pinball type, it's your club, Manchester United, Gary. Your club, Manchester United, have been twerking and whining over Frankie de Jong since the start of the transfer window, and you still haven't pulled it off. And right now, it looks like it's going to come to Chelsea. Anyways, it's going to come to us. It looks like Frankie is going to come to Chelsea. And what are you going to say about that? So, I mean, right now, looking at what he said, looking at this statement, I can sense an agenda. I can sense some sort of how can I put it? I can sense an agenda. Let me just say that I can sense an agenda towards Tomas Tuchel and towards the Chelsea new owner. I can sense an agenda there, right? I know your club hasn't signed a player yet, Gary. You're angry. You're upset because your owner, they haven't put money down for you to sign players. They haven't done anything in terms of making sure you guys get your targets in. You've been longing over Frankie de Jong for long enough now, and it doesn't even look like you're going to get him. It's probably going to end up in Chelsea. Now you've diverted your attention to Marko Arnautovic. I'm hearing you guys are linked with Man United are linked with Marko Arnautovic and Rabiot. Marko Arnautovic, for goodness sake, this is an ex-flipping Stoke City player. An ex-Stoke City football player. I mean, this is shocking. I can understand you're angry. If you're angry, talk about your club. Don't come and talk about Chelsea Football Club. Don't even try it. Don't try it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've been curious to know what the Chelsea fans' reaction is towards this statement, and let's get into it again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what the fans are saying. Let's see what their reactions are. Now, this is coming from Jimmy O'Hare. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If I am not, apologies. He said, I don't understand it. What does pinball mean? So we agreed deals for a player. They chose another club, so we're just meant to sit on our ass like United with De Jong. Exactly what I said. It's just late planning because we were legally not allowed to start communication until Boli took over. Exactly. We're not allowed to communicate with any player until Boli took over. We can't go to any player and say, "Oh, we want to sign you." The process has to, the takeover process, we had to wait for it to finish. Now, and this dude now replied and said, he's basically saying our transfer planning slash strategy is all over the place and is not exactly wrong. Okay? But even without that, we're still signing top players that fit what we are trying to build. So can't really complain. Thank you. Now, I understand what this guy is talking. Fred Aningbo is trying to say there. Definitely, we might not look like we have some of these targets we've been targeting, and actually, some of the players we've signed this transfer window, there are players that we've been trying to sign for the past 1 or 2 years now. We've been after Koulibaly for over a year. We've been after Cucurella for like at least a year now. So how can you sit down there and say and talk nonsense? Open your mouth and talk nonsense about Chelsea transfer window being a pinball type. Every player we've signed so far in this transfer window has been approved by Tomas Tuchel. Every single player we've signed. All the three signings we've made this transfer window have been approved by the manager. So you can't sit down there and said we are moving like a pinball type, like we don't know what we're doing in the transfer window. No. Yes, we've tried to sign some few players that decided to join Barcelona. That's because they've agreed a personal time with Barcelona before. I'm talking of Rafinha. So are we just meant to sit on Rafinha when he's gone to Manchester United? No, we move on to the next one. It's like basically it's like you're moving. You saw a girl that you like. You went on to talk to her. You asked her out, and she said no. Well, if she said no, it means no. You move on to the next one, right? You don't sit there and hoping she's gonna say yes one day. Anyways, let's move on. Moving on to this comment because I actually want to keep this video very short. Like, and a comment from Goose Myers. Like most Sky Sport pundits, this man can't see past his own bias, and most of his opinions are totally garbage. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. That's it right there. That is it right there. Garry Neville is just angry. He is angry the fact that Man United haven't signed anyone, and he's just looking for where to pull his anger, and he decided to turn to Chelsea. And this is what all these people, this is what these pundits, this is what they do. This is what they do to Chelsea. I've never seen a club that's been hated so much like Chelsea FC. Everyone hates Chelsea. They don't want to see us succeed. They do not want to see Chelsea succeed. And guess what? Guess what, guys? It's going to shock you this season. We're going to shock everyone. I'm saying this now. We are going to pepper your face. We're going to pepper your eyes, Garry Neville. And every time I think about this comment, since I've read it, it just reminds me of, when Tomas Tuchel took over Chelsea. For those of you guys that are aware, you probably know what I'm talking about. The comment that was made by Harry Redknapp when Tomas Tuchel took over, saying, "Oh, Tomas Tuchel isn't good enough for Chelsea, isn't good enough for the Premier League. He's not as good as Frank Lampard. Lampard is doing a great job, blah blah blah." And then Tuchel came on, took over, and won the Champions League in less than 6 months. Ladies and gentlemen, where is Harry Redknapp now? Why did he come out and apologize? Why did he not come out and say, "Oh, I'm sorry for this statement, for the statement I made. I was wrong. You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. These brothers, they do have agenda against Chelsea. All these motherfuckers, they don't want Chelsea to succeed. They do not want Chelsea to succeed. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the end of the video now. Now, here is my comment to you, Garry Neville. If you're watching this video, if you ever watch this video, here is my comment to your statement. Shut the fuck up and focus on your club. Focus on your club. You've got one job. You got one job at Valencia and you blew it. Since then, you haven't even gone back to managerial job. You left. So why don't you focus on your flipping career and stop talking about Chelsea? Stop chatting shit. All right? Stop it. Stop it now. I'm tired of listening to all these pundits chatting shit about my club. You shut the fuck up and sit down and watch the end of the season. Let's see how the season goes. Then you can talk. That will be all for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to share, hit the notification button to be notified when I'm live. And I'll see you in the next video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.